Hi, welcome to Rapid Reactions. We're going live for the first time with the show. I'm Jared Say.
And I'm Steven Lembaum.
And we're here to talk about this weekend's slate at NFL wildcard games. So, Steven, there's a good lineup this weekend. Tell me which game you are most looking forward to.
Well, it has to be over in the NFC. You got Seattle versus Dallas. Prime time, Saturday night. Don't miss it, out in Jerry's world. You have two top 15 defenses squaring off, both with underrated superstars, DeMarcus Lawrence over there, Frank Clark for Seattle.
Oh, yes, agreed.
And then you have on the offensive side of the ball, you have an interesting matchup where two teams that rely heavily on the rushing attack to open up their play-action game. Obviously, Zeke Elliott is the star of this game and he's the best player on the field.
That's definitely the key to stop him. If you want to beat Dallas, you stop Zeke Elliott.
Exactly. And the difference in this game, though, is going to come down to the fact, who do you trust more, Dak Prescott and Jason Garrett, or Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson? I think we can both agree Wilson, Carroll, Super Bowl pedigree. These guys know how to get it done.
Yeah, they've kind of been on a roll this. They've been on a roll this year. They've kind of surprised a lot of people.
Just came off a big win over Kansas City a couple weeks ago. I think Seattle keeps the momentum going. They're going to go on the road, beat Dallas in Jerry's world. Something around as 24-14. It'll be a close one, though.
That's a bold statement. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that a
so,
lot.
Jared, let's hear. We got the AFC going on. Big games coming up.
Yeah, I think we've got a great couple matchups in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think the Texans versus Colts is the premier matchup. That's the one I'm looking most forward to because you've got two teams that started off very slow. Okay, they started off, I think 0-3 were the Texans and the Colts.
1-5 were the Colts.
Exactly, 1-5. Those two teams ended up going 20-3 the rest of the way.
Which is just incredible.
Exactly, they are absolutely killing it at the end of the season. So they have gone into the playoffs super hot, ready to roll. You've got two star quarterbacks in Deshaun Watson and Andrew Luck, who's returned to looking like an MVP.
Yeah, if Pat Mahomes wasn't doing crazy things in Kansas City, Luck would have won the MVP.
Exactly. He came on those last 10 games, absolutely just killing it.
Yeah.
So I think with those two quarterbacks you got two amazing wide receivers as well to boost that each offense. DeAndre Hopkins, maybe the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Right now, I'd say as a fair argument, T.Y. Hilton, the most underrated superstar in the game.
Exactly. T.Y. Hilton, super underrated for the Colts. And then you've got
Eric Ebron, everybody Detroit Lions favorite.
Exactly. Ebron's playing like one of the top 3 tight ends in the league now.
13 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, he learned how to catch the ball.
Oh, it's amazing.
Imagine what that does for your career when you can actually catch the ball and do well for your team. And then you got two defenses that are playing pretty well. Not Dallas. You got me a little from the previous one.
Houston has the star.
Exactly. Houston has Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt playing absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Watt's probably going to win comeback player of the year.
As he should.
Yes, he's just come back from all these injuries, and he's having a great season.
Old self.
Clowney is a solid run stopper and pass rusher.
Yeah.
And then you've got Indianapolis, who's playing just super well and consistently
Darius
now.
Leonard should be the defensive rookie of the year there.
Right, so
he's a tackling machine at middle linebacker, really a stud.
Exactly. So I think you've got a really interesting matchup here, but I think that it's going to end up being Houston coming away 27-24, and if they win this game, they go on to play the Patriots, who I think they can definitely beat, even though I don't like to go against New England because until they actually lose. Till when they lose, then I'll be like, okay, someone else can win the championship. But I'd like to see Houston win this. I'm really looking forward to this game. I think both these teams have a chance to make a run. So those are two interesting games that we think are going to be the most interesting this weekend. What about the other matchup you're looking forward to?
Well, the other ones are not San Diego, sorry, the L.A. Chargers.
Right.
That doesn't really work. Versus Baltimore, which is an intriguing matchup. Who knows if the Lamar Jackson experiment continues to work?
You've got rookie quarterback versus
probably the best, one of the guys outside of Dan Marino, probably the best quarterback never win the Super Bowl.
Exactly. You've got a really two interesting dynamic in quarterbacks right there.
You really do, but I just feel like LA's team is probably the most balanced team in all the NFL, not just in the AFC, all the NFL. And I don't buy the Lamar Jackson experiment. The guy's completing under 50% of his passes. This run and gun offense that they're running, this option attack, it works in college. It's not going to work. I think
it is pretty similar to what Colin Kaepernick and the San Francisco 49ers did a few years ago.
But even Kaepernick was able to complete over 60% in that year. And I just think that with Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa on that other side,
you think they're built to handle?
I think they're going to have a field day. I think LA goes in there and handles them.
Okay.
And then we have the big NFC, the other NFC matchup.
Right.
The Bears versus
the Bears.
Nick Foles, who's on another tear, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Exactly. Nick Foles, he's coming on so strong.
Playoff Nick Foles.
Exactly. It's that time of year. he should only play Nick Foles either the last 3 or 4 games of the regular season, and just throw him in the playoffs. He'll start winning for you. But I think he got a little banged up in that last game
where he threw for like 500 yards.
Exactly, he got banged up. He's got bruised ribs. I think he's gonna play. Or they say he's gonna play.
He's going to play. That's
right?
What
but I think Khalil Mack and that defense on the Chicago Bears.
They are special. Number 1 defense in the NFL this year.
Right.
Led the league in turnovers, forced turnovers. I mean, it's not just Khalil Mack, though. You got Raekwon Smith, Eddie Jackson,
oh my gosh,
Kyle Fuller. I mean, you could just...
They got Leonard Floyd. They got Leonard Floyd on that defensive line.
Floyd's over there.
That defensive line
Akeem Hicks. I mean, that is the most talented.
Everyone talked about Minnesota's defensive line coming into the year. It is the Chicago Bears defensive line that has just absolutely manhandled every team they've played. So I think the Bears, as long as Mitch Trubisky...
And it's at Soldier Field.
Exactly.
Don't forget, weather conditions supposed to be interesting.
Exactly. As long as Trubisky doesn't make any mistakes, he plays a good, clean... He's had a solid year.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't turn the ball over, and they give the ball to Street Cohen and Jordan Howard, they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be set.
It should be a really fun game, especially you have 2 Andy Reid disciples going at it. Two teams built very similar. Top picks, free agencies and trades. Should be a fun match.
Yeah, I think we've got a really great slate of games. Normally, sometimes the first round of NFL playoffs, you're never really sure the matchups. It's usually kind of...
it's crazy wild card weekend. You don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. I think the wild card actually defines what this could be. It could be any of these teams can win, pull off, and I think a lot of these teams actually, with the NFL's parity this year, they can actually... Any team can win it.
Make a run.
Yeah, I think
Anybody
it's great.
Can make a run.
And that's what makes it interesting. So I'm looking forward to this game. It's going to be a lot of fun football to watch.
Yeah, I agree. And that's our show, guys. Thanks for watching. Please follow us on social media and check us out at 1e.com. Thank you.
All right.